Dexter, Resurrection Episode 7, Course Correction, revisits a dark memory between Dexter Morgan and his biological brother Brian Moser, aka the Ice Truck Killer. Although Brian was killed by Dexter at the end of Season 1, he continues to have an impact on him from the dead as well as in the prequel series Dexter, Original Sin. In Dexter, Resurrection, which cleverly employs backstory from both the original series and the prequel, Dexter comes face to face with what he and Brian could have theoretically been, brothers who killed together. Unfortunately for Brian, Dexter wasn't just any killer, guided by his adoptive father Harry's code to kill ruthless murderers. The ghost of Brian Moser continues to haunt Dexter throughout Resurrection, particularly in Episode 4 when Dexter takes a tour of Leon Prater's vault of serial killer collectibles. There, he not only reunites with his beloved Bloodslides, but he is confronted by the table that he killed his brother on, which Prater holds dearly to strangely honor Dexter's dead brother. Brian originally wanted himself and Dexter to be like the Gemini killer twins. Dexter and Brian sitting together having an intimate conversation in Dexter. When Brian found Dexter in Season 1, he was hoping that by the end of their reunion that Dexter might want them to kill together. This would have allowed them to really bond over their darkness and mutual dark passenger, but it didn't work because Dexter had a code and Brian didn't. Dexter, Original Sin poignantly portrays how Brian has it much harder than Dexter growing up after Harry and his wife at the time, Deborah's mother, decided they could not take him in due to his violent tendencies. Brian had to come to terms with his dark passenger alone while Dexter was guided, and arguably saved, by Harry's code. Had Harry not chosen to take Dexter under his wing, Dexter and Brian would likely have ended up like Gareth and his twin brother, collectively known as the Gemini Killer. Dexter snuffed out their secret after killing Gareth in Resurrection Episode 6 and being stunned to find him still alive in Resurrection Episode 7. Dexter reflects on his relationship with Brian to one half of Gemini before brutally killing him at Prater's retreat. Killing teams have never worked out in Dexter's franchise. Dexter Morgan, Michael C. Hall, and Miguel Prado, Jimmy Smits, standing together in Season 3 of Dexter. Any pairing that Dexter has had with killing has ended quite poorly for the other person involved. Consider Lila West in Season 2 and Miguel Prado in Season 3, both of whom wind up dead by Dexter's hand. Lumen Pierce in Season 5 was nearly killed by Dexter, as well as Zach Hamilton in Season 8, who was ultimately murdered by Oliver Saxon. You could argue that Deborah was a killing partner of Dexter's since she killed Lagertha to protect him and harbored his secret up to her death in the Season 8 finale. His brief killing fling with Kristen Ritter's Lady Vengeance didn't amount to anything but resulted in her death in Dexter, Resurrection as well. It seems like the saying, good things come in pairs, doesn't really apply in the world of Dexter, especially with the Gemini twins.